here, and happy Valentine's Day. Today is a day where I think that more people should show their love to me by buying me anime figures from my wish list. Now, in my 2025 updates video, I did probably talk about, or at least I assume I talked about, that I'm not planning to buy as many figures as I used to, mostly because I just don't really have the space for them and they're very expensive. Or at least a lot of the ones I want are. So today I thought we would go through my anime figure wish list. This is not my full wish list. I am contemplating doing a separate one for magical girl anime things. So if that is something you would like to see, please let me know, but we're just gonna get into it. But before we get into it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe because I post new videos every single week. And I've been posting bonus videos, so some weeks you get 2 videos. All right, we're not going in any particular order or category. This is literally just I was compiling this list as I was looking through figures that I've wanted to get. And we're going to start with the Hell's Paradise Yuzuriha 1/7 scale, the F Next version. I'll insert photos as I am talking about these figures. I love this figure. The promotion of this figure is beautiful. I love Hell's Paradise. I cosplay Yuzuriha. I kind of enjoy collecting figures of characters I've cosplayed just because I feel it's a fun little thing, as a little a little way to remember that cosplay. I do plan to cosplay her again, but I love this figure. There were so many figures that released of her, but this was the only one I really liked. I liked the pose. I liked that the stand was a tree because she always kind of just is appearing out of nowhere. It just felt very to her character. The only reason I haven't got this is because it's about $200, more than $200. And yeah, that's the only reason I haven't bought this. Also because it's one of those figures where I just don't know, I've accepted that if I want to collect more figures, I probably need to get a bigger case for them or get a second one of the case I already have. I don't want to tempt myself with more figure collecting. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying so hard to be good. But if I wanted to be bad, or if someone wanted to get me a little prezzy, I really want her. She's so beautiful. I'm obsessed with all the details and the flowers and the shading in her hair. She just looks beautiful here. And her face looks so good. I am so particular when it comes to figure faces looking like the characters. And that's why when we get to this next character, I will go off on a tangent about it. The next item on my wish list is a power figure from Chainsaw Man. Now, the thing is, I'm only looking at 2 very specific power figures because I feel for some reason for Power's figures and Makima's figures too, their faces never look right to me. It just doesn't look like their faces to me. So the 2 that I enjoy, or at least would like to own, is the Figuart Zero power figure, where she has the mallet and she's smashing it, and it's this really cool, I just love a dynamic pose. I feel so many figures are them just standing there serving, but sometimes I want them to be doing something, and to me Power feels like one of those characters that I would want a more dynamic figure of. I do have a Figuart Zero figure. It's my Cure piece, and it is really nice looking. It's a very simple figure compared to what this figure is, but I like the quality of it, so I'm just impressed, honestly, by all of the detail. All of the gore in the stand, I think is really, it's just so cool, and I love her pose. Again, it just feels so Power. This to me feels the most like Power of a Power figure I've seen, and I'm under the, I think it was an Ami Ami exclusive, is the Power 1/7 scale, where she's wearing her casual outfit and she's leaning on her hammer. I do really like that one. I think it is really cute. Again, it's definitely more simple, but what I like is, again, it captures her face and her expression really well, which is something that is very important to me when it comes to figure collecting. I want it to look like the character, and that pose also just feels so her personality. Next one that's on my list has been on my wish list for a while because I saw so many people collect this figure and I just thought it looked so beautiful. This is the Demon Slayer 1/8 scale Shinobu Kocho figure from Alter. I want a Shinobu figure so badly. I love butterfly themed things in general, so Shinobu has always been one of my favorite characters, not just because of that, but I do really love Shinobu. And what I love about this figure is the transparent butterflies that you get to like fly around her, and the stand of her just like floating on the water. It's just so beautiful to me. Every time I've seen someone get this figure, they're very happy with it, and Alter does have really good quality figures. I'm trying to think if I own an Alter. I might have something from Alter, but I don't know 100% if I do. But I've always seen really positive things about their figures, and so I've always wanted this Shinobu. I've almost bought her multiple times, like genuinely. I've resisted multiple times buying this one, but I really love her. Of all the Shinobu figures, she's definitely the one I want the most. I think there were a few others that I was debating between, but this Alter one is definitely my favorite. I really want this one. The next kind of category is just Rosen Maiden scale figures in general. I don't talk about it really. I don't think I've talked about it once on my channel. One of my favorite anime series is Rosen Maiden, and if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. You should read the manga. The art is beautiful, the music is amazing, the story is really interesting. I'm not going to talk about it in detail, but I've really wanted to collect some sort of Rosen Maiden figure. Now, I do know that there are Nendoroids and pop-up parades of some of the characters. I don't think all of them have gotten pop-ups or Nendoroids yet. But hypothetically, I would love to own like one collection of all of the dolls, which would be a lot of space and a lot of money. But there's been a few other companies that have been making figures. So Flare is currently making a collection of Rosen Maiden figures. I have up here right now is the Suiseiseki and Soseiseki figure. And I do like it, but I kind of wish they each got their own figure. Flare also, I believe, did a Suiginto. Do I have a photo of that one here saved? This figure, I love hers more. I like the base of it, that it has all the thorns. And again, it just feels like more to her character, which is why I'm bothered by the Suiseiseki and Soseiseki one. But besides that, do I also have the Canario one? No, where's the Canario one? Hers, again, her stand fits her so beautifully because it's all these music motifs, and it has her violin and her little parasol, and all the details in it is beautiful. However, again, to collect all of these would be very expensive, and if I'm not a super huge fan of the Suiseiseki and Soseiseki one, I'm like, do I really want to collect it? I do often debate getting all of the pop-up parades, but I also am not like the hugest fan of the pop-up parades. I only really like them for certain characters, but I love the Rosen Maiden ones. Hey Flare, if you could just like release like a Suiseiseki and Soseiseki separate, I would appreciate it, please. Next, we're gonna go into one of my current and constant addictions, which is Fire Emblem Three Houses. And they did announce a 1/7 scale of Edelgard, which I want so badly. She looks so amazing. It's made by Intelligent Systems, which I don't know too much about them, but the details in her figure are so beautiful. There's beautiful shading in the costume, in like the weapon, all these little details. It's beautiful. I'm very curious to see when it actually releases what it looks like, but I really want her. I think she looks so beautiful. I really wish they would make more scale Fire Emblem figures. I know they announced more pop-up parades, and we will talk about them because they are on this list, but I want more scale Fire Emblem figures really badly. Not too many on this list in general, but one of the pop-up parades I really want is Taiga from Toradora, which is one of my favorite anime. I love Taiga. She's one of my favorite characters. I just have not been the hugest fan of her figures. I do like the, I think it's her, I don't know if it's called her wedding dress, but the white dress that's like that scale figure I do really like. I don't collect Be Cute bunnies, so I'm not gonna collect hers. And her Nendoroid is cute, but I also in general prefer like bigger figures to Nendoroids. There's only a few characters I really like having Nendoroids of. Granted, I do think Taiga's is really cute, but I do like her pop-up parade. I think it's very cute. All right, this one. I swear I've talked about this figure. Not as much really. I've talked about it on TikTok a lot, but I don't think I've talked about it on YouTube. I am obsessed with the Kotobukiya Pokemon Trainer scale figures. Kotobukiya is this company, and they have made scale figures of like the main trainers from each of the Pokemon games with a starter Pokemon. And I have desperately wanted the Dawn and Piplup one. for so many reasons. Y'all know I love Piplup. I do plan to cosplay Dawn, and I collect a lot of Piplup plushes and things, and so I've always wanted this figure. I think it's so cute. I love Piplup holding his little bubbles, and Dawn is adorable, and like Gen 4 is like my favorite game. Like that's the one I've always like had so much like nostalgia towards, and I've always replayed. I love Gen 4. So I desperately want her. And then speaking of another Pokemon figure that I really want the Iono Bellibolt figure that I believe was a Pokemon Center exclusive. No, yeah, it was Pokemon Center exclusive. And I wanted this so badly. I was seeing it when it was released. I think it was like $300, and I was like, I cannot justify this. But I love Iono, and I love Bellibolt, and I don't have a Bellibolt plush yet. I've been on the hunt for one. I can't find one. Where are they? But I really love Iono's design. Again, she's another character I want to cosplay, so I kind of want a figure of her. And I love her so much. I think she would like fit aesthetically with so much of my collection really well. And it would be really cute to start collecting more Pokemon scale figures, because I do want them. Because I know besides Dawn from the Kotobukiya line, I really want Lily's. I know Lily has 2 different ones, but I want the one where Nebby's in her backpack. I would love to get the May one with Torchic at some point. It's just that these figures are so expensive on the resale market because everyone just really likes them. Sometimes they do re-releases of them, and I have been keeping an eye out for that because I really want the Dawn Piplup one. That is like top, very high up on the list of things I want to own. This figure has been the bane of my existence to hunt down. I will insert a photo of it, but if you know me, I've wanted this figure for years. I desperately have been on the hunt for the Alter Nozomi Tojo 1/7 scale when she's in her Dancing Stars on Me outfit. Every time I try to find this figure secondhand, it is so expensive, or I find it damaged, which is horribly upsetting. But it's usually really expensive, and that's what deters me from buying it. I surprisingly own very little Nozomi merch. As someone who's cosplayed like so many Nozomis, I should own more merch of her, and I surprisingly don't. I specifically, though, of all the Nozomi things to exist, I've always wanted this figure. She does have some other pretty scale figures. I do like her China dress one, but the Dancing Stars on Me Nozomi figure just feels the most Nozomi-esque to me, and that's why I've always wanted it. But again, her resale is so high that I've just never been able to justify getting her, but I want her so badly. Every time I look on like secondhand sites, I'm always like, and because she's an Alter, she's so pretty. I love the Alter figures. I just want her. And I'm so, like, I genuinely don't own. Like, I have like a Nozomi acrylic stand. I have some keychains. I have a Nesoberry. But I really don't own much Nozomi for how much she has impacted my life. I feel like I should own more. Speaking of another scale figure that I just do not have the space for because it's just so big, I have the Mau Mau Garden Party version 1/7 scale from Wonderworks. I love this figure. I will say I'm still kind of holding out on another Mau Mau figure being released that I like more. I specifically really want a figure of the dress she wears at the end of season 1. That one I'm surprised has not gotten a figure announcement or anything because I think it's so beautiful and I think it could translate really well into figure form. I do like the Garden Party one. I just don't like, because she's sitting, like, the base is super big, and so that's one of the only things that's deterred me from collecting it, again, besides the whole like issue of me not having the space for it and the issue of me not having the money to buy every single figure. Then kind of as a really random one to throw in here, I'm not normally a noodle stopper collector, really. I do think they're really cute, and I like seeing how people use them as like decor. Like I've seen people put them like sitting on the edge of a shelf or like sitting on top of their manga collection and things like that. I think they're really cute. The only one that I've really wanted and surprisingly have not gotten for myself is the 2024 Sakura Miku noodle stopper from Taito, and it's specifically the one where she's holding the little flower in her hand. She looks so cute. Sakura Miku is so cute. I'm surprised, honestly, that I haven't considered cosplaying Sakura Miku. I really want to because she's just pink and soft and perfect and I love everything about her. But this figure is so stupid cute. Every time I see someone with it in their collection or I see it on Pinterest in someone's like bedroom decor, I'm like, damn it, that is so cute and I want it. And I do have one of Taito's other prize Miku figures. I have one of her anniversary ones where she's like a cake and they're really cute. I do like Taito's prize figures for Miku. I think they're really pretty. I've also wanted to collect like the seasons ones that they did a while ago. Those are super cute. I just, honestly, Taito Miku figures are really nice. Like, I'll say that. They're really nice looking and they have really nice detail for them being prize figures. Because as of when I'm recording this, Wonder Hobby is currently happening, which is like an anime figure convention. They did release the promo of the Dorothea pop-up parade, and I really like her. I think she looks really nice. The only thing is I feel like her face looks really flat, and I can't tell if it's just like the lighting or if it's like her actual face just looks that flat. Like, I don't know. I just want her to have a little more blush or something. I don't know. Her face looks very blank. I really want her, and I do also really want Hilda. They're my girls. I already have Lysithea, and I feel like she needs friends. Okay, I only have 2 more left to talk about, and they're both kind of the same thing. So I don't know too much about the company Plum, but they have been releasing 1/7 scales of the Love Live Nichigasaki girls, and I love Love Live Nichigasaki. They're very special to me. I wish the anime did them better. As someone who played the game before the game was taken down, the game was great, and the story in the game is what made me fall in love with them. And so specifically, I've wanted Ayumu's because I love her stage costume. I have that cosplay. It's so pink and frilly and girly, and I love it so much, and Ayumu is just such a sweetie. But besides Ayumu, I really, really want the Lanju one. Oh my goodness, the second this was announced, the amount of people in my DMs that were like, Gabby, they released Lanju. Gabby, they released Lanju. I know, and I want her. I want her so bad. I love her pose. I love that the like jacket is like hanging off her dress. Like it's so beautiful. Like, I love the Ayumu one, but the Lanju one is a little more dynamic to me, and that's why I like it. I love her. And the details, like all the little gold work is so pretty. Again, I don't know much about Plum when it comes to their quality because I don't have anything from them, but I do think this figure looks really beautiful. You know, her pre-order isn't as bad as I thought it was. It's more so that I'm worried about, you know, the hypothetical shipping it to me that is scary, but I really want her. She's so beautiful. I really love Lanju. She's one of my favorites. And I liked her also in the anime. The anime ruined Ayumu, but that's a whole other issue. We can talk about it at another point in time. But I really want this Lanju. She's so pretty. And all the details and the trim of her costume, it looks so nice. Like, it genuinely looks like a nice figure. And I'm hoping, she's honestly probably the only ones I could justify getting right now, but I also really don't know where I would put her. And yep, that is my current anime figure wish list. There's probably figures in this video that I wanted to include but honestly forgot about because I feel like my wish list is constantly growing. As I said at the beginning, I do consider wanting to do like a separate wish list of like magical girl things. So that might be just like magical girl figures, or I could talk about like items that I want to collect for my magical girl collection. Let me know if you would want me to do a video on that because I could go off on that for like hours and hours and hours. But yep, thank you all so much for watching this week's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, yes you, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right there. Woo! And in the comments, let me know if you are a figure collector, if you collect like gachapon, if you collect blind boxes, whatever it is that you collect, tell me what your like dream item to collect is. Like, what is that one item that like if you saw it, you would just automatically go and get it? I want to know because I love talking with collectors. I love seeing other people's collections. If you have like a collector's like social media account, like if you like post like videos or photos of like your collections, please let me know because I love vicariously living through other people's collections. And I just love seeing everyone's like stuff and how they display it. I'm always debating wanting to like reorganize my collection in some way. If you would like to see more of my anime figure collection, merch I'm collecting, etc., etc., make sure you follow me on all my social media. It's always linked in the description. And yep, thank you all so much for watching. Happy Valentine's Day, because I love you all so, so much. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!